Well, good morning. This is Karen with Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So I think what I'm going to do during the week, I'll do the shorter ones, the 3 or 4 card readings, and then at the end of the week, which is today, Saturday, we'll do the journey, what we're leaving behind. So it's a good way to end the week. And then at the beginning of the week, Sunday or Monday, I'll do the what's in store for us this week. And then the rest of the week, I'll do the small ones. And then I'll still do the astrology ones. I like to keep that journey spread in, in the mix because it's really a good one. So it's 3 cards of what we'll leave behind, why, what's guiding us, what we don't see, challenge, and basically where we're headed for what we're leaving behind previous week into next week. Whoa. I'm using Runik Tarot today. Give me a second. What do we need to know? What are we leaving? What are we leaving? Nothing specific yet. Whew. 3 cards. What are we leaving behind? Okay, Queen of Swords in the center. 9 of Pentacles. Hangman. Well, that's good. Why? 5 of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. What's guiding us? 2 of Pentacles. And what do we not see, or what is hidden to us? The Magician. Challenge. Ace of Cups. That has come up as a challenge in my readings that I'm doing for June. A couple different signs. As a challenge. Okay, wait a second. And where are we headed, please? 4 of Pentacles. It might not be a super easy week coming up, but we'll see. There is something that's keeping us stuck. But bottom of the deck is the 2 of Wands. So I feel like there has been something that has been planned out. This 2 of Wands is really about planning. He's got the map. He's figuring out where to go, how to get there. He's figuring out his route. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here as I just see the, there is some kind of, so we have, I'm going to look at this, I'm going to put them back down, but the Queen of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, and the Hangman. The Queen is all about being really straightforward, articulate. She's very intelligent. The 9 of Pentacles is about, I'd say it's independence, success in an independent way. And then the Hangman is kind of being stuck. So I feel like you are leaving that energy. And the energy in the all, to me, is this, I feel like the 9 of Pentacles is about being, alone in something, whether it's alone in your job, alone in a relation, alone without a relationship, or being single, or there is something about being alone. It doesn't mean relationship. It could be. And I do see that too, because the challenge is the Ace of Cups, which is about, finding a new beginning here. So, And the Hangman is like thinking too much about this. I feel like the Queen of Swords and the Hangman kind of go together, and that she's being very, stringent about her thoughts. And the Hangman says that you're, like might be overthinking it when I have it coupled with the Queen of Swords, those two together. I feel like the situation being overthought. Um, and I feel like that's going away, which is good. And I think that what you're overthinking is that independent piece, like being alone at work, or feeling alone. Okay, so I want to clarify that because it could just be feeling alone. You know how sometimes at work we feel like we're out on a freaking outer, spaceship, or, just in general, there could be something where you're feeling like, I'm kind of over this, and I feel like you are leaving that behind. The cool thing though is that energy of overthinking that you are leaving behind. However, you're going to get back there. So, if you're an overthinker, this doesn't go away really easy. The why is the 5 of Pentacles, and I feel like this is exactly why you're trying to save yourself, so to speak. I think there is this feeling of, I'm done with the worry. I'm done with not asking for help. I'm done. This part of the independence piece is what you're done with. Like, why do I have to do everything myself? Why do I have to, be alone? Or why do I have to, you know, now 9 of Pentacles is not a bad card, because it doesn't mean that you're alone and that you can't handle it. You absolutely can. But that's part of the problem, I feel like. When you can handle being alone, sometimes we just take that kind of for granted, and we're not out, asking for help, doing anything. And I think this is why you're realizing that sometimes you have to leave a situation. He's going to go get help to make something else better. So you have to walk away to bring back that help. This isn't about walking away like 8 of Cups walking away. In this card, he's walking away to go get help. He's leaving his partner behind because he can't make the trip. So to me, that says you're ready to make that voyage, regardless if there's someone else in your life that's not ready to. Like, there's something here that just speaks, I need to go. I need to find something. And what is guiding you is balance in your life. And I feel like that 2 of Pentacles is all about that. Like, you need that balance. You need to have not just 1 or 2 things in your life. You need to have more balance in general. So it's guiding you. You're saying, the idea of not just worried about 1 or 2 life areas, but, having a more whole life. And I think that you're kind of looking for that right now, and you're searching for that. And that's what this is too. This is the why. You're searching for that new new way. Like, it could be whatever you're missing in your life. This is what the reading is about, and this is what you're going after and trying to get to. What you don't see is the Magician, and I feel like this could be 1 or 2 things. I do feel like you have to realize that you can do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. We all really do have the tools. We all do. Sometimes some of us are a little more refined at certain tools than others, but we all really do. And I think even more so in this reading, it's saying you have the ability to find more if you want it. I don't feel like this is anything that is huge because it's only a week, but this week, you've come to some kind of conclusion, or you will here soon. And it is about having a more balanced life. And this says you can. And this is in the background, and you don't necessarily see this. And it's kind of an important card to me. Like, that energy of what we don't see is really what we get a reading for. Because the other things we're just bringing something to light, right? You just, oh, that's true, that's true, that's true. But I feel like in this case, you have to know that you can do it. I would be careful of someone in the background, but I don't feel like this is a negative. Like, sometimes I see the Magician as a trickster. I don't feel like it. It could be someone that plays different roles in your life. Sometimes they're more of a friend. Sometimes they're more of a mentor. Sometimes they're more of a teacher, or I don't know, a guide. Sometimes they're more a mother figure, daughter figure. I mean, they can have all of these different um, renditions of themselves. So there are a lot of things to you. And that's what I feel like this could be as well. I do actually feel that way more, that it's someone behind the scenes that really takes on different aspects for you. Your challenge is Ace of Cups. So if you're looking for a relationship, your challenge is to start something new or different. You've been planning this. I mean, this makes so much sense. Like, you've been planning this, and this is all about planning. Hangman, Queen of Swords. Um, and so you're done planning. You're like, I just want something. And the challenge is, though, how do I do this? I think that's, how do I get something started? It's not that you're going to have a challenge starting something. It's how do I get it started? How do I start this? How do I really get what I want here? So the Four of Pentacles, in this deck, basically it's about leaving a legacy. She's holding on to what she needs and what's important. And that's what you're going to end up being, in a situation where you have what you need. You have held on to the important things. So sometimes the Four of Pentacles and the Rider White can be like, I'm holding back too much, like I'm not making room for anything else in my life. This one is literally the ship's on fire, but she's taking with her what she needs, and she's got basically, it talks about in the book, the ancestors plus tools, weapons, things of that nature, and basically to be able to start a new area of life. So I do feel like that's says a lot there as far as where you're going to end up. You're going to end up in a position where you're going to understand and see the treasures you have, and you are going to hold on to those treasures regardless. I did pull an extra card after that, and I got the Eight of Swords. So I would be very careful about getting too stuck on one idea or one thing. Or, yeah, that's what I feel like it is, because it's a sword, and I feel like it's don't get too stuck on one thing. Because this is like an outcome, but, to me, the reason why we get readings is we can change some of these things, especially, like, to me, there's psychics, and they tell you, like, this is what's going to happen, and sometimes it happens regardless. And I've had people do readings that are absolutely psychic, but there's also the readings where they're guides. You can change. You have, free will, so you can change these outcomes. And to me, this is a perfect one that you can go, okay. It doesn't mean you can change it, but it means you can be aware of it and say, you know what, if I'm going to be stuck, I need to figure out how to get out of that. So you don't, because you don't want to repeat this whole thing again. And that, I kind of feel like you might get there. I am going to clarify the Four of Pentacles, which is the first stop. Yeah, recognition. Eight. Yeah, you're working on something, and there's things are happening, and I think that's the most important thing to remember, is that if you're feeling challenged with that Ace of Cups, I don't think worry about it too much, because the Four of Pentacles is about being recognized. So you are being recognized. You are working through the problem, Eight of Pentacles, and your ships are coming in, the Three of Wands. So regardless of this eight that came after it, there is stuff that's happening, and it's happening like behind the scenes, and that could be what this magician's doing. Magic's happening. And I do feel like this could also, the more I think about it, with these cards that came up to clarify that Four of Pentacles, this absolutely could be the divine intervening, fate, destiny. There could be something, however you look at your higher self, this is that, making magic happen. And I'm not saying that all of a sudden, your life's going to be perfect, but I feel like everything is working out just as it should. These are beautiful cards to have together. recognition, working hard at something, and having something come in and be created with this Three of Wands, because this means our ships are coming in. So I do feel like overall you are leaving some thought processes, being overthinking things a little bit, about being alone, being independent, and maybe that you want to change that. The challenge is, how do I start this? How do I start this new relationship? And this could be someone that you're literally pointed at, like you want to start a relationship with this person, or it could just be starting a relationship altogether. So anyway, there you have it. I hope you like that today. And then tomorrow or Monday, I'll do what to expect for the week, and then we'll go back to our 4 card readings. So have a beautiful day.